Hello, my name is Brian Stacks. This is the Week 3 project review. I just wanted to start out here in the storyboard, just sort of show you a layout of what I was doing. This is my first view, my regular view controller here. Oops. It just has a basic label with what the app is doing, the event planner. It has a label here with the static label of event list. We have a text view here where the event list will actually be stored. This is my button. I gave it a background, and I put just a blue label under it just to give it a little offset there, just something. I then control clicked the button over here to create a segue, which is right here, and it has a modal style, modal segue, across dissolve transition. I actually probably should have gave that the segue and identifier, which I probably will do right now. Segue to second view. Okay, so now at least I've named it. Then it goes over to my second view, which is my second view controller. I added a save button, a close keyboard button, add event static label, a text field with a placeholder, birthday, party, prom, another static label, pick your date event, and a UI date picker. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just clean it and run it. Let's take it a second here. After I show you how it's working, I'll run through a little bit of the code. Come on. Let's see. There it goes. It probably took it so long because I was doing it on the iPad. Also, I made another project 3 just to see if I could port it over to iPad. I was going to show it, but I was having a little problems with the landscape aspect of it. I'm still working on that. So, as you can see, just like it was in the storyboard back here, we've got the event list, and we'll just hit add event. We'll add event, let's just say test event. You can hit the close keyboard. Actually, see it closes it. Also, I had a NS log here that let me know it was working. We can move this, and we can save the event, and it should go over to the other view, give us our event, our test event, and our date, March 9th, 2014. I haven't added this to include the time yet. Something I'm still working on, and I will finish before I turn it in. But we'll go ahead and just add one more. Test 2 event, close keyboard, flick them up there or whatever. Alright, save event. There we go. So we'll see the date is actually changed. You can keep just adding an event. Save event. Save event. And this way you can see, you can just scroll, like it just keeps going. It cuts off right there, but it just has the scroll view in it. So that is how it runs. It runs pretty decent. Now to get into some of the functionality here in my view controller H file. Only thing I have an outlet for my list of events, which is my text view. And in my view controller M, this is my prepare for segue. This is actually the bit of code that passes the data back and forth between my view controllers. As you can see, I've the prefer segue sender, ID is sender, and then I just name my second view controller second VC. We give it the segue to destination view controller. Then second VC, use the delegate onto itself. Then I added 2 events down here. A user created new event and new event 2. This is actually what gave me the event part in my text view after we had saved it. And this is what gave us the date. And going down into our second view controller, H is where we get a little more into it. We had to add event delegate added right here. This is add the NS object called add event delegate. And these are the 2 functions that I showed you just a minute ago. That's going to actually put the labels onto the text view. This is the add event delegate, just called delegate ID. And these are some outlets. So for my text field, for my remove keyboard button, my save button, my same page label, which I really didn't need that, but there's my picker. And then there's my remove key action was actually in here. Alright, this is my after we see. We got the interface of second view controller. On implementation, I synthesize my date picker and save button. This is the init. This all comes when you make it. Then we get down here into our save action button. And if my date picker is not nil, which that means it's if there, we need to NS log after we hit save. We made it to here. And then we'll need to dismiss view controller after we hit save. That's what's going to put us back to the original. And then these are all this bit of code right here has to do with the date picker and getting the date information out of it and setting like the minimum date. You know, today, and today is NS date, just whatever the NS date is. So that's what all does that. And these 2 right here, the self.delegate user created new event and event 2. Add event.text is actually from my text field, and the new string is defined right here. It's my NS string with format, and it comes from here, from my date string from date, my date picker dot date. And DF, it was just the NS date formatter right here. That's where the DF comes from. And this is the remove keyboard. That was real simple, just a remove key action. Self.add event, resign first responder. It was very simple. But yeah, that's just the basis of my week 3 app. It was very simple. Wasn't really too much to do any worse, so I think I've really done my best on this one. So thanks for